Okay. On the 9E notes, I talk about finding the area of a figure on a coordinate plane, and this will help you with either your hexagon or your other polygon that you're going to do on your project as well. Um, and so I want to just demonstrate sort of how it works in finding the area of this thing. So I have this pentagon A, B, C, D, E around here, right? So the way to count the area that was put on the 9E notes is first things what we're going to do is we're going to draw a box around the outer edge of this thing. So if I see, this is the bottom and this is off to the right. So I'm going to draw a box around the outer edges of my shape right there, okay? I'm going to do this box. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the area of the whole box, okay? Which would be very simple because the box is just a rectangle. So the base is 10 and the height is 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Okay, so the whole rectangle can have an area of 80. Okay, now what we got to do is we got to subtract the four areas outside of the rectangle, basically here and here and here and here. Okay, so what we have here is we have right triangles, and those are very easy to find the areas of as well. Okay, because right triangles, remember, triangle area is base times height divided by 2, and the base and the height need to be perpendicular to each other. Well, in a right triangle, it's easy. The base and the height are the two legs because the base and the height are perpendicular to each other, okay? So this first triangle right here, all right, we'll say the height is 1 and the base goes from here all the way to 7. So I have a 7 and 1 right there, okay? So that first triangle is going to be, 7 times 1 divided by 2. So that area is going to be 3.5. Okay, so we're going to minus 3.5 from the 80. Okay, next thing we're going to have to do is this right triangle over here. So this right triangle over here, the base is 1, 2, 3, and the height is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 and 4. So this right triangle over here is going to have an area of 3 times 4 divided by 2, which is 6. So we're going to minus 6 from that 80. Okay, right triangle down here. The base 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a height 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this right triangle is going to have area of 5 times 4 divided by 2, which is 10. So minus 10. Okay, over here is where it gets a little tricky because we don't have a straight triangle here. But going back to the 9E notes, you're either going to have triangles or rectangles out here. Okay, so I kind of have this right triangle here. And so I'll sort of mark this right triangle off like so. Okay, so I have this right triangle here. Okay, and I have another right triangle down here. Right, and I have just a little rectangle left over. So you may have to just sort of cut it up into right triangles and rectangles, which you can do. Okay, so this little right triangle down here. Okay, the base is 2 and the height is 1. So 2 times 1 divided by 2. I think has an area of 1. So minus 1. Okay. This right triangle over here, it has a base of 2 and a height of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 2 times 6 divided by 2. So that right triangle has an area of 6. So we'll minus 6. And lastly, we have a little rectangle down here. Okay, and the rectangle has an area of just 2 by 1. So that rectangle has an area of 2. Okay, so 80 is this whole box. Okay, 3.5 is this, and 6 is this, 10 is this, and this thing here is 1, and this triangle here is 6, and that rectangle here has an area of 2. Okay, so we minus all these, and that's going to give us our orange area, what's left. So 80 minus 3.5, which is 76.5, minus 6 is 70.5. Minus 10 is 60.5. Minus 1 is 59.5. Minus 6 is 53.5. Minus 2 is 51.5. So my orange area here is going to be 51.5 square units. Okay, so that'll be a way that we can sort of quickly find the area of our polygon or even our